Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a classic German grammar puzzle. Where in the world do the dative and accusative objects actually go in a sentence? I know, it might seem tricky, but I promise, by the end of this, you're going to have the secret code to solve it. Every single time.
So, have you ever just stared at a German sentence and felt like it was completely scrambled? Yeah, if you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. It can totally feel like the words are in some random order, but trust me, there's a really clear logic behind it all.
All right, let's crack this thing wide open. To do that, first things first, we've got to get to know the two main players on the field, the dative object and the accusative object.
Okay, first up is the dative object. This is simply the recipient of the action. All you have to do is ask to whom or for whom something is being done. And to make this super easy to follow, we're going to color code the dative object in blue for this whole explainer.
And its partner in crime is the accusative object. This is just the thing itself, the direct object that's actually being acted on. And to keep it all straight, we're highlighting the accusative object in green. So just remember, blue is for the recipient, green is for the thing. Easy enough, right?
Okay, let's dive right in with the most basic rule. What happens when both the recipient and the thing are just regular old nouns?
This is the big one, the foundational rule. And it's actually super simple. When you're dealing with two nouns, the dative object comes before the accusative object. The recipient always comes before the thing.
Take a look at this example. Peter schenkt seiner Mutter eine Kamera. See that? The dative noun, seine Mutter, in blue, the recipient, comes right before the accusative noun, eine Kamera, in green, the thing. This whole recipient first thing, that's your default setting whenever you're dealing with two nouns.
Okay, to really make this stick, let's think of it this way. Imagine every sentence is a line at the movies. In this line, the dative noun, that recipient, is a total VIP. They've got special status, and they always get to go right to the front of the line, ahead of that regular accusative noun.
All right, now this is where it starts to get really interesting. Let's introduce a total game changer, the pronoun. Think of this as getting a priority pass at the movies.
Rule number 2 is just as simple but way more powerful. The pronoun always wins. It seriously doesn't matter if the pronoun is dative or accusative. If there's a pronoun in the mix, it just zooms to the front.
And this slide right here shows you just how powerful these little guys are. On the left, you've got the dative pronoun ihm jumping the line. And then on the right, the accusative pronoun ihn does the exact same thing. See? The pronoun's case doesn't matter one bit. It just cuts in line.
So how does this fit into our cinema analogy? Well, a pronoun is basically a priority express pass. Anyone holding this pass gets to walk straight past any noun waiting in the regular line. It's pretty much the ultimate line-skipping pass.
Okay, so this brings up a really fun question. What happens when both objects are pronouns? When everyone in line has a priority pass. This is where things get wild, and the rules completely flip on their head. And that brings us to our third and final rule, the big plot twist. When you have two pronouns, the accusative one, the thing, comes before the dative one, the recipient.
And this example shows that switch perfectly. Ich gebe ihnen. I give it to them. Check it out. Ihn, our green accusative pronoun, is now standing right in front of ihnen, our blue dative pronoun. That is the complete opposite of what we learned with two nouns.
But wait, our cinema analogy can still explain this, believe it or not. Just think of it like this. When two people show up at the front with those express passes, a special protocol kicks in. The staff has to check in the object first, scan the ticket for the thing, before they can hand it over to the person receiving it. The object just has to be processed first.
So how in the world are you supposed to remember all of this? We've gone through 3 different scenarios, so let's put it all together in one simple cheat sheet. Okay, this slide right here, this is your golden ticket. It's everything you need. Two nouns, dative comes first. Why? The recipient's a VIP. A pronoun and a noun, the pronoun wins. It's got that express pass. And two pronouns, accusative comes first, thanks to that special check-in protocol. And that's it. Seriously, those are all the rules you need to know. And there you go. What might have felt like a totally random jumble of words is actually a really clear logical system. You officially have the cheat code to German sentence structure. So, the only question left is, are you ready to try it out?